It's interesting because as you were talking about social media there, I think Mark Zuckerberg on Joe Rogan was saying that they are taking away their fact checkers, and I believe X is doing something similar.
This whole thing of how you balance free speech versus not, discouraging people from using vaccines when that would be beneficial for them, or even extreme stuff like Holocaust denial or some bad things there. I'm a little bit disappointed that my generation hasn't got a clear prescription to how we achieve both the goals, free speech and yet reasonable discourse that's not misleading people. I mean, during the pandemic, the negativity about vaccines, some of which, had me being some, weird misbehaving actor, which was a lot of craziness. Clearly over 1 million people died who should have benefited from the vaccine. And next time, whether it's an out of control AI or the next pandemic, the impact of not getting facts out could be much more dramatic. I mean, you could have a pathogen that was 10 times or 20 times as fatal as COVID was, particularly once Omicron comes along. The fatality rate is actually reasonably modest and mostly elder people. The way that computing was free that I saw when I was young, now we're getting into this even more radical thing of intelligence will basically be free. So I hope both with some specific ideas, but then with the lessons of the past of where we've been able to shape things so far, so that I think personal computing has largely been an empowering thing. So just thinking because we have new capabilities that we'll necessarily use them at first in a net beneficial way, that's sadly a naive concept.